Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Sunday, April 28th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 18 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 73 degrees with a high of 78 and a low of 61. All right, there you go. It's official. My watch just changed to 7 p.m. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact when I download it to my Facebook group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it to my group. All right. So let's see what we got here. I'm just setting up my other monitor. Hi, Mamie. Mamie. So glad to see you, Mamie. I still do an awful Al Jolson. Okay, so I always start off with a duet piece. This is from one of my books. This one is from Celebrating Mother's Day Jubilee. And what the duet is I make it available to you guys for free. And then you can color with me, pace me, which is the idea. You'll learn the best way that way. So we've been working on this. I'll have a new one when we're done with this. And then the next project that I'm working on is the Disney Thomas Kincaid. It's the one with Sleeping Beauty. Or no, Beauty and the Beast, excuse me. And we're doing Little Mermaid Falling in Love. So I think this is turning out pretty well. I'll be doing more with the water, of course, and I'm working on this left-hand side. I think this is turning out pretty well. Okay. So let me get back to this. Let me get my little paper towel. Hello, Tammy. Guys, don't forget, be sure to click on that like button. That's the only thing that I ask of you. Let's see what we got here. All right. Hello, Belle. Belle, did you see my message that I'm still going to be doing that that project that you asked me to do? Check your messages, Belle. Okay. So tonight I'm going to start on the coat of the little boy. I'm inclined to do some reds with it. We can go a little brighter. Here's my swatch sheet. So of course we'll start out with a light, medium, and dark red. I failed kindergarten, I can't tell. All right, let me get my three colors here. All right, so there's my dark, there's my medium, and then we'll do light. Oh, that's a nice red. All right, let me swatch my three reds for you so that you have it. Hello, Linda. Linda and the three amigos are here. Uno, dos, tres. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Wally. Okay. Now, whether you use them or not, you always want to swatch your three colors, your dark, your medium, and light. This is my dark. This is my medium. And there's my light. Let me zoom in a little closer so that you can see. There you go, Linda. Hi, hi, hi. All right. So let's work on this coat. I'm going to start up by his ear. Hi, Thomas. Now I'm going to do my combo of my dark and my medium. And again, notice that I'm using my medium over my dark. And then we want to blend that coat color. We want that hair and the coat color really need to run together. Okay. Then we've got our dark on our edge here. Now, what do I always show you? The what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. I don't think I mentioned that in my opening comments. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in our medium. And then our light. And then I'm going to come back with my medium on my edge. And on my double line here. Good to see you, Thomas. So here is my medium. As I'm going towards the back here. And then I'm going to grab my dark. Hello, Maggie. All right. And let's go ahead and get our medium right here. Hold on, let me double check something here. All right, let's get our medium right here. And then we'll come in with our light. Now, notice I'm blending in my light. Hi, Amy. Notice I'm bringing in that light and blending it with my medium. And here's another light area. Okay, and then I'm going to very lightly, hi Julie, I'm going to very lightly use my blender pencil. Now let's get some dimension in here. And we'll use our eraser and I'm going to erase in a light spot. Check it out. All right, let's take a look at how this is coming together. Oh, I'm going to say that I have, well, if my Amazon shipment had shown up, I would have said win, so I'm going to say draw. I had a book coming in and then and also a stand. Okay, is everybody with me on this? Guys, how about the rest of you? Win, lose, or draw? Okay, dark color. And then our medium. Linda, how's your foot? Maggie had a win, spent the late afternoon with the family and had a nice dinner out. There you go. And then here's my light. Okay, back to my dark. Now, notice how I'm confining that dark is right close to my edge on that area where I'm putting it in. So Amy says I color in these little circles And the way you color looks so much easier, but I keep forgetting to try it before I do those circles. It's all right, you'll get there. Okay, now with my medium color, and I've got a little bit of dark up here. Now, we come in nice and heavy with our pencils, right? Is that right, guys? Oh, Linda, you're going to call the wound care specialist tomorrow? Okay, nobody answered my question, so the answer is no, you don't come in heavy with your pencils. Okay, this is my medium. Very light, like coloring on a balloon, that's right. So there's our dark. Here's our medium. And here's our light. And notice how I'm back blending over my previous colors. Oh, you heard me say it while either last night or while binge watching me earlier. That's right. You color like you're coloring on a balloon and you don't want to pop that balloon. Okay, here's our light. Finger blend. Check out how cool this this coat is looking. I think it's coming out pretty cool. Okay. Back to our dark. And I'm going to pop a little medium in there just to keep that from being one dark blob. Check it out. Okay, moving down the arm. I think we're looking pretty good. Now, a little bit of dark right here, not much. We'll come back to that. And a little bit of dark down here. And then directly under that sleeve, we'll have that very thin line which we're going to blend in, right? Who's coloring this with me tonight? And let's bring this down towards the outside of our sleeve. Okay. Why was your day a lose, Thomas? Thomas, you're erasing messages again. Please don't do that. Okay, there's our dark. Here's our medium. Now, remember, when you color, maybe you worked on yours today, you're trying to just look at what you've done and figure out by yourself. I figured that's the best way to learn. I watch you then go by what you are teaching me. Okay. Thomas, why was your day a lose? Okay, guys, now this is my medium. Check it out. Now, I want you guys to absolutely realize that grayscale coloring is not plug and chug. If you think that it is, you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay, now I'm going to do my light areas. Mamie, what are you having to review? Now again, notice that my light coloring, I'm blending it into my medium. Oh, Thomas, you're eventually moving back to Pennsylvania because your sister is getting married in September and your grandfather is getting older. And your mom wants to be there when your sister has kids. So your mom's going to move with you to Pennsylvania? Now, notice how I'm back blending over the previous color. All right, this is coming out beautifully. And I happen to be blending with my lightest pencil. All right, and I just got a little bit of red on my blue. All right, let me pull out so you can get a lay of the land here. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to get some water. All right. Now the cuff. I'm going to start with the dark. Hey, Sandy. So there's my dark. Hi, Kathy. And then my medium. And then my light. And my light's also going to run down the edge of the cuff. Okay. Paper towel. Questions? Okay, let's get this other side done. Who's coloring with me tonight? Okay. Now I've got the other side here. Tammy, you're coloring with me? Good. Amy, you're coloring a grayscale, but not this one. Okay. Okay, now we have a hint of light color, so I'm going to pop just a little bit in there. And then our medium. Lindy, you're coloring with me as well. Excellent. Okay, let's go down a little bit. We've got our medium. And then I've got my light. And then since I've got my light in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and do my light area on the cuff. And then a little bit of our dark right next to the sleeve. And then our medium. So Thomas, don't you charge your phone before you come in to listen to the broadcast? Okay, now our medium. And I'm going to go back with a little bit of dark on this seam. Hold on a minute. All right, let's try this again. Here's our medium. And those two areas that I erased are actually the shirt. And then a little bit of light. And back to our dark on that buckle. Any question? Now, I'm going to come in with medium right here. Finger blend. And then in between the hand here, our medium. And then coming down, underneath Mom's hand, we have our dark. And we've got a little bit of medium in that spot. And then just to the left here, our dark. And I'm going to finesse this a little bit and put my dark towards the hand and towards the stems. But then I'm going to use medium in between. Now, same type of thing here. is our dark, and then our medium. All right, let me pull out. Any questions? All right. Now let's go back to Mom's coat. And I'm just going to do a little bit of blending here. Okay, Amy, see you in a little bit if you can make it back. Okay, I'm going back to my dark, medium, and light on my coat. Did I do a flip through of the Mother's Day? Not yet. It was supposed to be in today. Sandy, it didn't show up, so it should be in tomorrow. And then I'm going to come in with my medium. And then our light. And then as I'm going along, I'm going to take my light and we'll go down the outside here of the edge of the coat, but we've got a little bit of medium next to that yet. Thomas, do you have an Apple phone? Okay, now medium. Now we've got a little bit of medium here, so I'm going to lighten up on the touch of my pencil. In other words, I'm not going to do as many strokes as I normally do with it, because we want that to be a little lighter. Thomas, do you have Apple phone? Okay, then I'm going to bring my medium down here a little bit. That streak. And then I'm going to work with my light. And then I'm back with my dark color inside here. All right, let me pull out. Oh, Mamie, that was quick. All right, let me take a look at something. Belle, we prayed for Linda's foot the other day. Mamie, what did you get in your order? Linda, would you like me to pray? Hi, Melinda. All right, Melinda did the thumb, number 10. I got it this time. Oh, Mamie, you got your rhinestones. Yes. Okay. Melinda's number 10. Melinda's number 10. All right, guys, hit that thumbs up. That's the only thing I ask of you. All right. I'm going to call Melinda 10. Okay. Our little boy's shirt is going to be purple. So let me swatch these for you so you can get some ideas. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome. Kimberly is in the room. Welcome, Kimberly. Okay, there's my dark purple. There's my medium purple. And there's my light. Kimberly, where are you watching from? I'm working on the boy's shirt. Washington State. Okay, so you're 2 hours behind me. What time is it in Washington State?
It's 6:14 p.m. in Olympia, Washington.
Yeah, 2 hours. Okay, I'm going to start on the darker part. Kimberly, have you done grayscale before? And Kimberly, I always do 2 projects. Okay, guys, here's my dark. And then my medium. Okay, Kimberly, you have not done grayscale. Okay. Well, what I normally do is I do my first project, which is a grayscale. And the second project is a line art. Kimberly, would you like to learn grayscale? All right, there's my dark. And here's medium. And then I'm going to slide down here. And we have dark. Kimberly, the next project I'm doing is a line art. It happens to be the Disney book. Here's my dark. And then my medium. And then we'll have a little bit of dark right here. And our dark off to the side. And near the bottom. Kimberly, are you still with us? And then a little bit of my medium. And a little bit of my light. Tammy, yeah, if you want to make a shirt blue, that's fine. All right, let me pull out. Hello, Stacy. Kimberly, grayscale is not hard. Basically and very simplistically, when you have light, medium, and dark grayscale, so you use the light, medium, and dark color of whatever color you're using. So in this case, that's what we did with the jacket. Kimberly, do you belong to my Facebook group? Okay, now I'm going to leave the other stripes on his shirt white. So we need to get a light gray. And we're just going to shadow a little bit with it. Okay, Kimberly, is your name on YouTube the same as your Facebook name? Okay, now check out, we're gonna put a little gray on the bottom here, not much. Just a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Maggie, she probably knew this was coming anyway, is I'm going to ask her to send this image to you. Kimberly, do you have a printer? Okay, let me finish up this coat here. And Kimberly, this will be a good example here of the light, medium, and dark blue. Okay, you've got a printer. Excellent. So I'm going to take my darkest blue and we're going to color over the darker portion of the page, of the part. And then we're going to take our medium Okay, Kimberly, thank you. And then I'm going to take my light. And then I'm going to come back with a, oh, you got it. Perfect. Kimberly printed out. Thank you, Maggie. Okay, Kimberly. And I'm going to take my paper towel and smooth that little puppy out. Check it out. Okay. Now, Mom's blouse, I've already set the color. When I did her sleeve. So I'm going to go back and using my pinks, let me find the one that I want. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Let's see. Hi, Stephanie. Okay. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to work with a purple and a pink. My darker color is going to be the purple. And then I'm going to come in with my pink. Now, think about it. When pink is shaded, it's going to tend to look purple. Stephanie, what you're going to have to do is go Okay. In Facebook, when I post the videos, I post the book that I'm working out of. So what you're going to need to do is do a search in our group. And search for Celebrating Mother's Day Jubilee. And then you'll need to go back and take a quick look through and see where I did the skin. It was one of the first things that I did. Oh, Kimberly, that's perfect. Now, when you do this segment of her shirt, be sure to leave this area right here as part of that smaller stripe. Now, I haven't done her stripes yet. And we need to get these areas right here next to his elbow and get that pink in there. Now I'm going to pink up her sleeve. Stephanie, yes, same type of search. What you can do is when you find the first video, you can scrub through each one very quickly. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. I'm going to go with a very dark blue on her stripes. Let me look up something here. Does the iPhone 7 have the same kind of charging protections in that it won't overcharge?
Here's what I found.
Okay, Thomas, I need you to look at something here. I did a search on my watch on charging the Apple phones. And what it says is the Apple phone cannot be overcharged. Charging will stop automatically when the battery is fully charged and then will start again. And that runs on the question, can you overcharge an iPhone? And again, the answer is no. What's the lowest charge that an iPhone should get to?
Here's what I found.
Did you catch that, Thomas? And while I'm at it, I'm going to look for something else real quick that I want to show you guys. All right, let me get back to the group here. Thomas, did you hear me? Stephanie, the Facebook group is the same name as this group on YouTube, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Okay, now, I just put a link up on a new group that I've created, and what it is the color guides to the coloring books that I am publishing. So what you can do is, if you would like to get ideas for how to color a page, I'm now including the color page with it. Okay. So you guys can check that out when you have time. Okay, let me do the dark blue here on these stripes, and then I need to move on to our Disney. Kim, you still hanging with us? Yeah, I don't know when they stopped allowing you to replace the batteries. I don't know which model. Oh, Kimberly, that's great. Okay, now check out how I'm putting this darker blue on the darker parts of the grayscale. And Kimberly, when you do your coloring, in general, you always want to have a light, a medium, and a dark. Oh, trouble just entered the room. Hello, Dana. Okay, now I'm going to add. Now, Kimberly, obviously that's a very simplistic explanation because there is skill that you develop in doing grayscale. So, like I said earlier, this is not a matter of just slapping on dark, medium, and light on your colors. Okay. So there's my dark. Now I'm going to put in my medium. And then I'm going to put in my light. And I want you guys to remember that coloring is a skill, not a talent. Oh, you figured as much, Kimberly? Excellent. You're already thinking about it. Kimberly, I like the way you think. Okay, here's my medium. And I'm going to pop in a little more dark here. Thank you, Dana. Somebody tell me what the most important skill is that you need to learn in adult coloring, since we've got new people in here. Okay, so Mom's got pink and blue. Hello, Hillbilly Creativity. Hillbilly, how's it hanging? I'm going to use my blender pencil and just very lightly blend this. Barely touching the paper, just enough to smooth this out. Again, I don't like to use my blending pencil on grayscale because it can pull up the gray. but every once in a while you have to get it smoothed out. Okay, so Kathy says the number one skill that you need to learn, Amy says this, is blending. That's correct. And what's the definition of a good blend? A proper blend. Kim can take notes. Right, Kimberly? Thomas, were you here when I showed you on my iWatch the answer about charging an iPhone? And Stephanie says a seamless change of color. That's right. When one color, that's right, no line showing, each color melts into the other. When one color seamlessly disappears into the next color. Okay. So, as I always tell you guys, I would rather see bad color choices and excellent blending than bad blending and excellent color choices. Oh, Belle, hillbilly colors as well. Excellent. I appreciate that, Belle. I'm going to blend the edge of this gray a little bit. Hello, Tammy. All right, let me pull out. Check it out, guys. Susan, I am playing an app that has different sounds in it, and so I put some sounds together as background. Okay, Thomas, you saw it. All right. Thomas, I need you to listen to me for a minute. Thomas, when you allow your iPhone to drain all the way down to almost nothing, you are killing your battery. Okay, I'm just smoothing out a little bit on the jacket with my pencil blender. I just want this smoothed out. So Thomas, if you want your battery to last longer and your iPhone, you've got to quit letting it go down like that. By constantly letting it go down and ramping it up, and letting it go down and ramping it up again, and letting it go down and ramping up again, you are seriously damaging your battery. Good night, Tammy. Now, guys, don't worry about how fast I color. You will get there. I promise you. A lot of people like to watch my broadcasts without coloring, and then they'll re-watch it to do the piece themselves. So, Kimberly, see how I'm putting this together with all the different blending on it and the different shades. This coat was done with 3 shades of blue. Belle, good night. Aha, Stephanie caught it. I was waiting. Oh, Michelle, you like to watch 1 or 2 times before doing it. Yep. Okay. Stephanie, you get a gold star. This coloring is incorrect, and she caught it. Again, I was waiting to see if one of you would do that. You want your lighter part on either the side or on the top, or just about here going up a little bit. So I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase in that highlight. There you go. Good night, Belle. Good night, Belle. Good night, Belle. So glad you made it tonight. Everybody see how I got this? Anybody have any questions? All right. I would say we're in pretty good shape. Let me do one more thing while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to take my Payne's Gray and I'm going to add a little bit of it around this belt, and I'm going to blend that out. What does it mean when I say blend it out? It means I'm a little darker towards the edge, and then I get lighter and lighter as I go outward. Everybody see how I'm adding that Payne's Gray to give us this definition? Yes, Thomas, I can see you. If you're in the room, I can see you. Check it out, guys. Now, Stephanie, as far as the blue jacket and following the line, you can follow the grayscale, or you can go ahead and tweak it and finesse it to your own personal taste. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase out a little bit of that blue. And that way it follows the line. But as I get to the rest of this coat, I'm going to follow the grayscale because I want that to look rumpled and folded a little bit. Check it out. And I'm also going to take a little of my Payne's Gray and very lightly add that under the sleeve. Now, guys, when you use your Payne's Gray, be very, very circumspect with it. And I'm going to finger blend that. We'll soften that up. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. Okay, I'm going to change to Disney. What color are you asking me about, Stephanie? The gray? Okay, the gray that I use and that I tend to favor is called Payne's Gray, Paynes Gray. It's color number 181, and it is a Faber-Castell pencil. And when I have the budget, I will buy like a dozen of these, and then I'll have them. I use it quite a bit for shading and shadowing, mostly shadowing. Mamie picked up extra of these, and I know several of you have as well. Okay. We're doing well on this. Maggie, what did you send me? And is everybody clear about that new group that I've created? Mr. Art is really good. I like that. Let me see what Maggie's got for us here. Okay, this is Maggie's interpretation of the picture. She went ahead and did a light beige jacket, and then the red hood, and then the red shirt. And grayish black pants. Check it out. Dana Maggie colored it. So Maggie, of course, you'll post that in the group. Okay, let's keep going on this. Now, as I keep telling you, you will never ever get the same image on your coloring that's on this side. This is a painting. This is pencil. You'll never have them look the same. Dana, you'll get there. Okay, Sandy, the group that I created, so I've got 3 groups now. The third group that I created contains the colored images of the ones that I put into my coloring books. It's a color guide. Hi, Lockett. Guys, coloring takes practice. It's a skill, not a talent. So when it's a skill, that means that when you hone it, you'll do great. Maggie, do me a favor and get the, I'll do it. Never mind. Hold on. Okay, guys, here's the link. There are 2 books in there already. Stephanie, okay, you're going to be without Wi-Fi for the next 4 days. We'll watch Miss classes when you get back in town. Okay, Stephanie, have fun. Now, guys, you're not going to get immediate fantastic results. It's going to take time to build up your skill. But this is why I teach the way that I do, the what, the how, and the why of coloring. Stephanie, everything is coming up in German during the broadcast. That's bizarre. Sandy, I posted the link. Just scroll up a little bit. I don't want to hear anyone say that they're discouraged. Well, okay, I'll take that back. If you're discouraged, tell me why. You shouldn't be giving up in adult coloring. Miss Kathy, good night. Give John a hug for me. Okay. I'm going to work on the left-hand side of this. Now, some of you have this book. I hope you're coloring it with me. Sleep well, Kathy. So we've got this little eel here, electric eel. And there's not very much detail on it. So I'm going to take a very fine pen and I'm going to add some scales on here. Now, again, I don't want you to hesitate in doing stuff like this. And Amy, that happens. Thank you, Kathy. Amy, sometimes you feel really good about your colorings and other times not so much. Okay. Sandy, did you see the link? Amy, you're calling it an evening? Kimberly, are you still here? Amy, that's all I ask is that you keep trying. Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil here. And it's my light blue. So Kimberly, what do you think of the group so far? By the way, guys, I put up a poll in the in our Facebook group. I asked you if you thought that my broadcasts and the way that I teach too long, too short, or just right. So I see a lot of you are putting in just right. Kimberly, tell your friends. And that reminds me, guys, please click that like arrow, that like button, arrow, hand, whatever you want to call it. Kimberly, we get a little weird sometimes. Oh, okay, Amy. Amy, now, this piece is line art. As opposed to grayscale. And what I'm doing right now is I am narrowing down my blue a little bit, my light blue. And I'm going to make it a little streaky. Check that out. Stacy, what's the link that you just posted? Oh, that's cool. To my group. I always appreciate it when you guys do that. Thank you. Stacy, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. I thought that's what you were doing. Okay, check out the streakiness here that I'm putting in. Now, the original doesn't really call for that, but that's something that I want to put in. You know that I like to finesse my pieces. Stacy, you're the best. I appreciate that. Okay. Now we need to go down to Our Lady with the Wheel here. And our eels are in a green color. And that reminds me, for those of you that would like to, that I've given permission to on the blue to post your groups. So you can put your own links in. Ursula, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you guys telling me all this. Okay, so I've got this eel right here, and I'm going to start with the darker green on the bottom. And I'm going to run that green on the spine. So that means that we're going to have that light area in between. You guys are just going to have to keep telling me the names of these people. Now, Ursula is going to be done in a light blue here. Stacy, post your link. Okay, so Ursula is a little bit darker on this one side. And we're not going to see very many features on this. Kimberly. I like Color, the 520 set. I'm going to finger blend this. And I'm also going to add just a little bit of green here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of green here along whatever she's leaning on. Sandy, is the link not showing up for you? Okay, so Color, I'm sorry, I lost track. Color is great. I really like them, the 520. Prismacolor, a lot of people pick up. And Faber-Castell. Okay, Linda, the purpose of the group is that it's tied into my books. And what it's for is I'm posting the original picture before I manipulated it and put it in my books. It's a coloring guide. Hello, Jolly Sand. Hello. So starting with my Mother's Day book and the Eggshell Cuties Jubilee, which I'm getting in next Tuesday, you'll be able to see what the original pictures look like. Jolly Sand, hello. I'm glad you've been enjoying my books. Amy, I have a group also that is a catalog group. I posted the link for everybody on that. And if you use that, rather than having to sift through Amazon stuff, you can just go into the catalog that I've created, and that's got all my books, as well as some of the books have videos of a walkthrough. Oh, Jolly Sand, I'm really glad you're enjoying it. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from? Okay. Jolly Sand, I am in Tennessee, about 45 minutes east of Nashville. So, Jolly Sand, does that mean you're going to put as much love in them coloring them as I did creating? Oh, your best friend and buddy color in my books. Excellent. Jolly Sand, let me show you something. This is from Celebrating Mother's Day Jubilee. I always give away a free duet. And you can color along with me. And this is available in the group as well. You should download this and print it. Okay. Now, oh, you ordered the book today. Thank you. And guys, don't forget, you can get my books in PDF format as well. Okay, now we've got some pink flower here. Yes, I still have my cat named Domino. That's right, she's still alive and kicking. And I have a dog named Vicky. Dana, I've been here 15 years. My Linda, how did you, oh yeah, your daughter's name is Domino, yeah. Okay, now I'm having to pencil in some of this pink. My Linda, how did you end up calling her Domino? I think that's a beautiful name. Okay, now, some of this pink flower I have to do as a by guess and by gosh, which means sometimes you've got to wing it and just do an approximation as what's on the page. So right now I'm filling in my pink. Yeah, there was a James Bond lady named Domino, that's right. Okay, there's my pink. Now, I'm going to come in with orange. And I'm also going to grab my yellow because we need to color the tops of these little spiky things orange. I'm sorry, yellow. Jolly Sand, yes. Coloring Mother's Day Jubilee is a new book, and I was supposed to get it today, but it didn't show up. So tomorrow I will be doing a flip through of it on air. Okay, so check out the yellow at the tops and a little bit on the sides. And then we're going to come in with orange. Now, guys, is this orange the only orange that I'm going to use on this? Yes or no? So we've got this orange on it. Michelle says no. Melinda says no. Give those guys cigars. I'm going to actually come in with, after I do a little finger blending. Kimberly, are you starting to get the hang of it? Is I'm going to come in and we're going to add a little bit of our pink, which actually is going to take on reds. I'm sorry, I misspoke. The pink, which is going to take on some of the orange. And check out how cool that looks. Well, according to the book, Dana, the additional color on the orange is this pinkish hue. Let me slide over and show you. See it? Remember, guys, depth, dimension, detail. Kimberly, are you still hanging with us? Poor Kimberly, she probably thinks I'm gonna be picking on her. Okay, now. We have some orange fish. And we're going to go ahead and add extra dots of orange to indicate that we have fish swimming out towards this ocean part. Because, again, the artist did not add these in, so I'm going to add them in. And then we've got some of these little orange fish out in the ocean. Jolly sand, yes, I would say yes. colors blend beautifully. I absolutely love them, but you got to get the 520 set. Because one is wax and one is oil based. Miss Amy, good night. I'm on for another 20 minutes. Now, I'm going to take my fine point pen which has run out of ink, and I don't think this is refillable. Oh, maybe it is. I'm going to take one of my fine point pens and I'm going to add just a little bit of a circle around those orange blobs that I put in. And I'm even going to add a little tail as well. That way it'll make sense. Okay. Jolly Sand, I have 3 types of pens that I use. This one is a Pilot G6 size 07. If anybody else is interested, you might want to take screenshots of this. Oh, Sandy, you're getting the big set of colors. Wonderful. Then I have the Pilot G2 size 05. Again, take a screenshot if you're interested. All right, Hillbilly. And then I have a Uniball Signo DX. And this size is 0.28. Sandy, I am so happy for you. Let me show you the line sizes of these 3 pens. Okay, Jolly, you already have the one set. Okay, this is the 07. This is the 05. And this is the Uniball. So there definitely is a size difference. And I love them to death because I use them all the time. I have no problem editing my coloring books. You guys know that I encourage that. All right. You're welcome, Jolly Sand. I'm glad to do it. Hey, Jolly Sand, are you okay with me just calling you Jolly? Linda, good night. Keep us updated on your ankle. I'm here for 15 more minutes. Okay. So check out now the coloring between these two. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on this area here and I'm going to add a little bit of brown. Okay, so I can call you Jolly. Thank you. Jolly, what a neat memory for you. Okay, check out the brown. And Jolly, if you start to come in on a regular basis, all I ask is if you step out, you know, like you need to step away for a minute, just either do a BRB or just tell me that you're leaving for the evening. That way I'm not talking to empty air. Okay, now I'm going to come in with a light green. And I'm going to start hitting the top of these weed thingies. For my different colors. Now, Thomas Kincaid books are not difficult per se. They're just involved. So if you're thinking of getting one, I would suggest that you watch one of my broadcasts where I've colored pages in them. Let me show you something real quick. I've colored other pages in this book. This one was quite the project. Jolly, it shouldn't scare you. And I colored this one. Jolly, if you do a search in my group on Facebook and do a search on the name Thomas Kincaid, you will find all the broadcasts where I did these. Now this one's quite involved. I would shy away from this one if you're relatively inexperienced in coloring. Here. Let me show you the other book that I've colored out of. This is the one with Snow White on the front. Jolly, what I would do for you is, if you have whatever book you have, if you have this one, for example, do one that doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of detail on it, like this horse here. Do you have both books, Jolly? Sandy, good night. Now, some of these are repeated in the second book. Here's Tweedledee and Tweedledum that I did. This one was a lot of fun. So Jolly, the point that I'm making here is, do a search in the group on Thomas Kincaid, and if you like the picture that I did, follow along with it. This one would be a good one for you to do. Not a lot of detail. Here's Lady and the Tramp that I did. Obviously, this is the original. This is the one that I did. When we do this, last year. September of 23. This one was a lot of fun to do. Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed doing the reflection. Isn't that cool? And I started this one and never finished it. Jolly, did you know that you can use eyeshadow to color? This one, I still have a few things to do. I think that's it in this book. Yeah, that's it. And as Thomas said, yeah, they're intimidating at first, but you start to color in it. And once you start the coloring, you're going to find that it's not as bad as what you thought. Jolly, let me ask you this question. How do you eat an elephant? Okay, I've got about 5 more minutes. Let me go back to what I was doing. One bite at a time, that's right. So, what I'm saying to you is, pick one of the pages that you like. Get one that's not too detailed to start out. And then what I tell people is color the familiar. And by that I mean, start coloring in areas that you know that you're going to color a certain color and are familiar to you. For example, if you were going to do this one here, you can start with the boat. And then you can do him, then you can do her. It's not hard. So does that make sense to everybody? The idea of the one bite at a time deal means you just do a little bit of it. Don't be intimidated by the whole thing and work your way through it. Oh, listen to you and cookies, Dana. I'm right there with you. So, Jolly, does all that make sense to you? And anybody else that's listening? Kimberly? Let's see here. Okay, guys, I'm about to wrap up. Kimberly, does this advice help you as well? The worst thing that you can do in my group, I don't mind people telling me that they're intimidated, but what I do mind is when people won't try. That statement puts my knickers in a bunch. My Linda, that helps you? Okay. Now, what I'm going to be doing is, I promised, I normally don't do 2 books in a row, and I'm not going to. But after I do this project, I'm going to be doing a portrait picture. And then I told Thomas that I would do another one out of here, and I will coordinate with him about doing one that he hasn't colored yet. Thomas, have you colored this picture here? I'm about to wrap up, guys. Thomas, if you haven't colored this picture, this is the one I'm going to do. And that way, Jolly and Kimberly, you said you have this book too? We'll do this one together because it's not too complex. Thomas, have you done this one? Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And we will continue plugging along with the Disney book and also with celebrating Mother's Day Jubilee. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned. Guys, love on each other. That's what our group is known for. So the 2 things I'm going to ask you now is please click that like button. That's the only thing I ask you to do. You don't pay me for this, but that is important to me. And the second thing I'm going to ask you to do is to copy this link and please periodically post it on your Facebook page. So Jolly, are you going to be coming back? Okay, guys, have a great rest of the evening. I will see you tomorrow night. Let me see what I can focus in on here. We'll focus in on the jacket. Bye.